Let's go in. Well, I wanted to do this quick video. I could have dropped it on Facebook, but y'all know I'm making that transition from Facebook to YouTube. So I want to do this video entitled His Yin is Making My Yanni Smell. His Yad is making my Yanni smell. Now, this doesn't happen to everybody. Some people, you're in good situations, you're in good relationships, and you don't have to deal with this. But there's a lot of women who don't realize, because most women are not taught that a man's ejaculate can throw off her pH. He could be smoking too much marijuana. The marijuana nowadays is so strong that the chemicals that it's laced with is literally going through him and it's getting inside of your yanni. It could be a man going down on you. It could be the residue on his mouth. A man could have bad hygiene. The soap that he could be using, the detergent. There's a lot of things that can throw off a woman's pH. But in this particular video, I'm going to deal with his yin, the stuff that comes out of him. Every time men don't understand that, and we're going to deal with this from a scholarship perspective. Shout out to Bobby Hemming. A lot of people don't like my videos because I come with this book knowledge. I'm going to come in direct downloads, but I'm also going to deal with this from a book perspective, from a scholarship perspective, because the ancient people was here before us. Our ancestors were here before us, and they knew a lot more than we knew. They was pretty much more advanced than we are. So what the ancestors did was they took that information and put these information in books so that you and I could come in and study these books and get what took them 200-300 years to get. Thousands of years of information they put inside of the books. So we don't have to be breaking our bags. I can't hear you. I'm trying to hear from you. I've been fasting. They put it in the books. So I only have 1, 2, 3. I got 4 books today. I'm not going to read the whole books, but I'm going to get into this because a lot of sisters need to know why these brothers is coming inside of me and my stuff smelling down there. When you love that woman, when you got respect for that woman, you should not be ejaculating inside of her. Back in the days, we had what was called Planned Parenthood. Why was it Planned Parenthood? Because the men was dealing on things from a high sexual level. When men were in our high selves, we knew that if I was ejaculating, that didn't have any energy in it. We knew how to control that. But men nowadays, they tend to stick, so they don't know how to pull out. You drinking too much, you eating too much meat. Your energy is bad, so you're not pulling out. So I want to do this video and deal with this. And we're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4 books. I'm going to get it because I don't want you to just think that I'm talking. Because I'm talking to too many women who don't realize that he's the issue. Now, some of you lucky, some of you don't have the issue with the smell down there. But I want to deal with the sisters who don't know what's really going on. So this first book, and before I get into the books, I want to lay a foundation on why men not pulling out. Because we think that it's natural to not be pulling out. It's not natural. There's something the ancient people, the ancient scriptures talks about. For you men who like to get it off, there's something called a 3-day rule. You can't ejaculate. You have to wait 3 days before you ejaculate again. 3-day rule. That's what scholarship talk about. But let me get into these books. The first book is the sexual teachings of the Jade Dragon. Teo's methods for male and sexual revitalization. One of the baddest books you can get. We know that the Teos, that they got this stuff directly from Egypt, from Africa. So this is the purest form that you can get. This even more pure than Tantra. This is the purest form. What do they say in here? Well, let's go talk about it. Why we brothers can't control ourselves. For you brothers who can't control yourselves. It says right here, a man's ching, his semen, the stuff is ejaculate. They call it the ching, okay? The constant, see, you brothers don't realize when you're messing up. I got to teach you first why you shouldn't be letting it out. The constant dispensation of semen leads to old age. You want old age? Huh? You ever felt like when you let one out, you was, oh Lord, I'm so tired. Oh Lord, man, that was a good one. You just lay down, go to old age, sickness, and death. That stuff that's coming out you, boy, that's your life force, boy. Keep that in you. A man's chin is based of his his physical health and That's a big word. I mean, yeah. And frequency, this would say it to throw his health away. So frequently dispensating it will throw your health away. The preservation of Qing, watch this, the preservation of Qing uh greater provide greater health and heightened sexual experiences, keeping that in. Okay. Even though it is said that ejaculation is to be preserved, your Qing kept inside of your body, it doesn't mean a man has to never ejaculate, as that will make him celibate. Now, we're not telling you to never ejaculate. There's gonna be days you got to let it clip off. I'm about to get into that scholarship next. We're not telling you to not be, I'm not telling you to be celibate. I'm not telling you to never bust one. Biologically, men need to experience orgasm from time to time. So yes, you can do it. Whether you want to just let it out and deal with sex magic, y'all know sex magic dealing with the Qing is their gas. But we ain't got no scholarship on that. Check my other videos out called, I got a video on YouTube called The Magical Powers of Sexual Fluids. Go look at that and I'll talk about that. But even this needs to be disciplined in accordance with the age of the man. See, when you young, you go let more clips out, Mr. I can't pull out. When you young, you go let out more clips. But the older you get, you got to keep that in. It says right here, the goal is not to prevent all ejaculation, but to learn how to control it. Got to control this thing. They taught me in the Western man taught me, let it out every time I go. And women got to get to the level where women start to realize that a man should not be busting. When you properly treat, listen, let me finish this off. For with exercise, sexual powers will become increased. So basically what they're saying is that you can get rid of this book. I got 3 more books. What they're saying is that you learn how to control yourself and keep that in you. You get old and you get sick when you're letting it out. And in Western civilization, they tell us, let it go, let it go, let it go. But a real woman, like when me and my girl getting down, me and my girl getting down, my girl already know the rules. She tell me, you better not let nothing go. She said, you can only let one out. You can only let one out on a full moon, the day after the full moon. She teaches me. You got certain men. Let me go grab a book. I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. We getting scholarship. Taoism again. We getting scholarship. Go get the book, The Tale of Love and Sex. It's a master book right here dealing with sex. I'm going to go directly to the scholarship and deal with this shit. I ain't just running my mouth. I know this. I'm going to teach my people the right way. You keep letting your clip go inside that woman and making her smell on now. Let's deal with this. People often ask me, Lord, you got to go back to the ancient Asian and Chinese cultures to get the pure shit. Because in Western civilization, they mixing everything up. They telling you got to let it go. You got to get it. You got to be waiting for it. No, we're talking about men learning ejaculation control. Well, look at my first video. I'm trying not to do all these sex videos, but the shit keep coming out. I must be a sexist or some shit. People often ask me, what is my pleasure when I ejaculate only about once every 100 sexual encounters? Huh? The brother's talking about, I only bust one time every 100 times I have sex. Every 100 times I have sex, I bust. And my woman is trained to know that, because Tantra and Taoism teaches you that the man should stay erect for the woman to get multiples. Shout out to the master teacher, Bobby Hemmett. Lord, we rolling, Bobby. We got this shit. We gonna get scholarship. Because Bobby getting ready to check out here. Somebody got to come in and take this shit back to the scholarship level. Let me get back to the video. The brother was saying, I trained myself for years. Go get the book, The Tale of Love and Sex. The brother was saying, for years I trained myself. For years I trained myself to nut once every 100 copulations. First time I ain't do nothing. 30th time I ain't let it go. 40th time I know ain't no baby. I'm saving it so much because I'm strong now. I got to win now. I'm letting that woman get pleasure. The man's job, I got to get her the ultimate pleasure. I got to save this energy, because when I save this energy, I live forever. I got to save this energy in me, this qing in me, because when I see this qing in me, I become a god. When I see this qing in me, I ain't dying. That's why the people in China, we're dealing with Taoism right now. That's why they living so long. They ain't dying. They living too long. Because they ain't coming. Every 100 days. We almost done. We almost done. I got 2 more books and I'm done for the day. I just had to do this. I ain't even get to the part where I'm trying to lay the foundation to men, because when some men see this video, I'm talking about why you shouldn't be. They say 1 drip of semen. Y'all know much semen come out of a man. Y'all know much chin come out of a man. 1 drip of semen is equal to 40 drips. For 1 drop of semen is equal to 40 drops of blood. Because it is said in the ancient scrolls that semen derives from blood. Semen derives from blood. You have sex. One time I was getting down, I put it in the condom and I tied it in a knot. And I threw it. I was shooting it at the toilet, pow, like rubber band, but it missed the toilet. And I didn't notice it went behind the toilet. So about 2 days later, I looked, I said, man, what is that? It turned back to blood. And the semen will turn back to blood, because 1 drip of semen equals to 40 drops of blood. So imagine you being with a woman and you come inside of this woman 3, 4, 5 times a week. It's going to turn to blood. The semen stays in there. It starts to smell. As the master teacher would say, the human body is putrefied flesh. This body is filth. The human body breaks down and decays worse than any animal body on earth. It's something about the human body that is toxic. It's wonderfully made. Yes, it's wonderfully made. We could put bleaching out. It's wonderfully made. Somebody type in the comments, I hear you. The human body is wonderfully made. I'm teaching early. I teach with 6 people on the video till the 1,000 start coming in. I'm going to preach right now today. Come. I'm going to give scholarship on this shit. But 1 drop of semen is equivalent to 40 drops of blood. So if that brother busting in you all the time, that stuff is going to start to smell and rot. It's the human body. It's putrefied flesh. It's going to start to smell and rot. And you wonder why you going down and looking at your yanni and I never had a discharge before. That's that shit coming out there. I never had a discharge before. I never had a smell before. Never had a smell before. Never. I'm going to deal with this. Never had a smell before. Jackie, am I lying, Jackie? It's my sister. She's a nurse. I never had a smell. I don't know what's going on with me. He can't pull out. God forbid if he's not alkaline. I got 2 more books and I'm closing this video. It says in the book, Tantra, Seekers for Men. Tantra, Seekers for Men. Go get the book. Tantra, Seekers for Men. I'm gonna preach this shit. I'm gonna be a master of this sex shit, this Tantra shit. We need some black person to come out this Western civilization preaching this shit from a scholarship perspective and not just talking. It says right here. Right here, it says right here. Sexual secrets. Oh, that's what we're talking about. Ancient shit. I'm going to the scrolls. The ancient scrolls. The alchemy of ecstasy. Shit just sound epic. Quote from ancient Chinese. You see that? Huh? Quote from ancient Chinese. Retaining his semen by proficiency in the art of love. I've learned how to retain my qing. The emperor concentrates his powers within. So when I save that, it goes within. See the semen, go back and get the video, the powers of sexual fluids. I broke all that down. What's on the inside of the semen, the testosterone, the energy, the life force. The same thing that keeps the sperm cells alive is power, is magical. But look what it says right here. The emperor means you, the man. Share this video. This is YouTube. Copy, paste this, and just send it to your man. Because he got to realize, babe, you got to start pulling out, babe. Babe, you're not a bad man, babe. You're a good man. It ain't you. Babe, you got to pull out. Lord, preaching this shit. The emperor, your husband. The man, you're an emperor, man. You're an emperor, brother. The emperor concentrates his powers within. Then at the full moon. I know y'all ain't gonna be able to see that. Y'all not gonna be able to see that. Then at the full moon, he bestows his seed onto his queen. Somebody say, I hear you. Whoa! I got to keep it in. I got to keep it in my body if I'm not gonna do the 3-day rule, I got to keep it in my body to the full moon. And then I'm gonna bestow it onto her. And it might not be in her. Y'all know to see how I make you look younger in your face. I might just see when you become mature being a man, when you ejaculate, you say, babe, give me your hand. You put it in her hand. Huh? You put it in her hand. And most women, they won't deal with this sex magic. Most women, they know what's going on already. You just don't know. When you give it to her, she might have a little bottle. She gonna put it in a little bottle. You don't know what she gonna use it for. Sex magic. That's bait. She put it in a little bottle. She might grab it, rub it on her breast. She been waiting on it, rub it in her face. She wake up the next day, she look 10 years younger. Lot! Because it's regenerative fluids. It's magical fluids. It says that then at the full moon, he bestows his seed on his queen of heaven. I'm closing the video 16 minutes in. I just had to get this one out. You can't be shooting the club up. Look what it say about a child when a man saved his semen. I could have went deeper. It says that a child is born from such a ritual was purported to have magical powers. Do you hear me? Am I talking that shit? Tonight is still early, it's just Friday. It says a child who comes from a man saving his semen for 30 days. Such a ritual. I've been saving it. Such a ritual. Somebody type right there, such a ritual. It's such a ritual was purported to have magical powers. I want to do these videos with my wrinkled shirt. I just had to come and get it. Such a ritual. Somebody type down there. Such a ritual. Man, y'all got I share on YouTube. All y'all got access to my videos. Share them to your sisters. Share them to everybody. It was such a ritual. I had to get to YouTube so y'all can have access to this. So this is the 3 books we dealt with. I got one more book. I'm not sure if I want to do it right now. We got the Jade Dragon. We're dealing with ancient information here. We're dealing with the tale of love and sex. We're dealing with Tantra Secrets for Men. Now, this book costs $1,500 or $2,000. I couldn't even afford this book. I had to go PDF it. This book right here is Sexual Alchemy. I learned that from Master Teacher. This book over $1,000. This is Sexual Alchemy. Probably the most powerful Tantra sex book out there, Sexual Alchemy. I had to get pages. And I got to just drop these last 2 things from this book, and we've done 18 minutes. You could bear with me for 18 minutes. It says in Sexual Alchemy on page 45, watch this. It says, and share this on your Facebook page. Share this in your groups. Because these brothers got to start pulling out because we got our sisters smelling down there. I don't know why you can't pull out. You can't pull out. You in there every night, letting it go. The sister got a smell to her, and you trying to go down there. You don't even want give her no, I'm trying to find a tantra word for it. Fellatio, I can't think of the word. It's a fellatio, gulatio, one of them. You don't want to go down on her because you like, Lord, you should have been pulling out. Because for a man who giving his woman face on a daily basis, you giving her face. On a daily basis, you giving her face. Then you won't pull out anyway because you want her to be alkaline now. I'm giving her cunnilingus. Cunnilingus, fellatio. I'm gonna go with you. You say cunnilingus. For a man who giving his woman, what it was, Jesse. For a man who giving his woman the cunnilingus, I'm scared to say fellatio is one of them. But for a man who giving her face on a daily basis, you don't want no smell down there. So you got to pull out, brothers. And you women have to start teaching your men how to not come. Because when he can't come, then he can go long time. Then he truly can love you long time. Let me tell you something. For people who melanated, the melanated people, the gods, imagine when you apply this to your life. If it worked for the Chinese and the Japanese people and the Indian people, imagine when you apply it to your life. Because it was made for you. Huh? Cunnilingus is for women. There we go. For a man who's giving a woman the cunnilingus on a daily basis, I don't want no smells down there. Because my girl got to get face at least once a day. Because you're dealing with a woman, she chaos in the flesh. When you're giving her face and you're a god at it, she de-stressed every day. We got to learn how to give her kundalinis more than we giving her penetration. That's a whole nother chapter. But let me finish this video. It's getting too long. Okay. This is from I just name the name of the book I'm going in. Sexual Alchemy. I think I just say that. But let's finish this. Eastern Alchemy translation. Okay. Okay, so we're dealing with Indian and China, which is basically, I just broke down. It says right here, the semen is strenuously, men, listen to this word, the semen is strenuously retained within the male body to conserve its transmutation of energy. It's strenuously. That means that you got to train yourself. That means that it's easy for it to come out, but it's strenuously. I got to strain, I got to fight, I got to hold the semen in my body because it is conserved to transmute its energy into my body to make me live long. So I got to retrain my mind from the Western civilization and start training my mind from where this scholarship really came from, the foundation of it, to keep it in my body so I can live long. I'm almost done. It's the last one. The Buddhist Tantra of India, Tibet, and the nations to other nations, ejaculation for the most part was avoided. When the seed is discharged, vitality is lost from the body. Sustained arousal generates occult power. And I'm done. Sexual Alchemy, it tells you right here in the book, Sexual Alchemy by Donald Tyson. This book is over $1,000, Sexual Alchemy. It says that when you keep it in your body, you begin to release occult powers. That's why men who are not having sex be so strong and be so reckless and be so crazy and be screaming and shit. Like, this motherfucker needs some ass. I'm cutting up too much. Because your occult power is starting to leak out you. It is strenuously kept in the body. I got to fight to keep it in. Because when I keep it in, I become a god. When I keep it in, I become that nigga. I'm a god, I'm a monster. I got to keep it in. I ain't letting it out. Every time I'm getting ready to bust, I got to let babe, look, babe, you got that, yeah, babe. Babe, you got to slow down. Babe, you got to take it easy on me. Babe, you got to, babe, you look, babe, when I'm about to bust, I'm gonna tell you, babe, but you got to help train me. It's gonna take me 3 months. We got to practice ejaculation control. Babe, you got that, yeah, babe, I can't handle you. You got to talk to that woman and let that woman know, babe, you got that, yeah, babe, I can't handle you, babe. Babe, 10 strokes in now. Wait, hold up, babe, I gotta stop for a little bit. And you can't be telling that man, boy, go ahead, boy. Boy, what you doing, boy? You a little boy. Babe, I can't handle you, babe. Look how you build, Lord. But see, after about 3 months of training him, and about 4 or 5 months, he spent his whole life just busting. So it's gonna take him about 6 months. Then all of a sudden he coming in the room. He got control over himself. See, you got to use condoms with your wife. You got to use condoms with your girlfriend because you're gonna let some shit leak out. But when I learn how to hold it in, ain't nothing leaking out. I don't even need the boy. I can go all day. The Tantra book tells you, should I go get the book? Should I go get the book? When it tells you that the man penis can be like an iron ball. Huh? Did I break that down? Go get my first video. Go get my first book. When I first talking about my first book, we were talking about the man penis can be like an iron ball. I should have got that, but I ain't too deep into that right now. I can go back and put that down in the bottom, which I'm not gonna put that down in the bottom. I'm talking shit right now. But 5 elementary, but it talks about when he learned how to control himself, his shit will be like a iron ball. I'm not gonna find it right now, but it's in one of my books. An iron ball. They tell you in the Tantra books that the size don't matter. How long he can keep that bitch hard. You want a nigga with 5 inches who can keep that bitch hard for hours? Or a nigga who only might give you 10, 30 minutes, 40 minutes at the most. Yeah. Or a man who just, like the brother just said, I don't bust until every 100 days. And you know you got a man who got an iron ball. I'm talking about a fucking iron, a real iron ball. Don't bend. Pleasure for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I just want to go in and deal with that. Brothers, you have to pull out. You have to pull out. Sometimes you can have good relationships, but for most of the relationships, she gonna start smelling. And that's because that semen is breaking down inside of her yanni. That chin is basically blood, is derived from blood. All the books, all the ancient scriptures talk about that. And if you love her enough, you don't want busting her anyway. If you buzzing, pull it out and give it to her. I'll save it. Put it in some shea butter. Put it in some salves. Do some magical shit, but go spread it out in the garden or something. But you have to pull out. A lot of women don't know this. Girl, I never smelled before. Girl, I don't know. I know sisters telling their husband straight up, no, you get it out. And that boy, he could be clean, he could be alkaline, whatever. The yanni is not made for that. Hope you enjoy the videos. I love y'all, family. Until next time, make sure you subscribe to the page. Send the videos to people. Look at my older videos because I'm going to be coming with some high-level scholarship. I'm working on one now for Halloween, and it's called Their Sabbath. It's going to talk about how they come in on the Sabbath and do the bad. We witches, most of us good witches, we white witches, we good warlocks, good priests, good, all this good stuff, good impacts. They want to make it like it's evil. There's an evil side and there's a good side. But I want to deal with the evil side and talk about how they come in and take advantage of y'all. So make sure you share this video with somebody. Go put it on your Facebook page. We're going to continue to grow. All right? Let's get it. And all that good stuff.